I'm going live across Instagram. That's this camera. I'm going live across Facebook, YouTube Live, LinkedIn Live, Twitter or X Live, and that's this camera. So the second that you join me, I want you to say hello. It'd be great to hear from you. If you're on. Wow, is that Courtney Lofthouse? How are you? Morning, Philomena. How are you? I even used your proper name. That was good. Um, if you are on, say good morning. It'd be good to hear from some people on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, all of those, make sure that you put your name because it doesn't automatically let me know who you are. Let's have a look who else is on. Morning, says Mark. Hi, Matt. Courtney says, Erin, hello, Brody. How are you doing? Courtney says, I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm very, very good. My voice sounds a bit hoarse, though. I've been a bit ill, actually, for the last few days. I've been doing lots of coughing. So my voice is just a bit hoarse, just a bit croaky. But apart from that, I'm still fighting fit. At the end of the day, I have a job that I love to do. So I just carry on. Okay. One of the things that even if you're ill makes you feel better is doing what you love, I suppose. All right. And I love what I do. So if there's one thing that I do regularly, it's speak to actors. You know, Carl Cunningham. Oh right, I've got a very interesting character on Facebook who's enjoying telling me that I'm cute and hot. Apparently, thank you very much for that. Yes, right. So, um, oh dear, what's using my real name? I know. Sorry, Philomena. It's true. I have to grow up one day. Can't wait to be back in classes, says Courtney. Wow. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I speak to actors an awful lot. And over the years, the biggest frustration is there feels like there's a disconnect between look, they train, they become really, really good actors, they put themselves forward, but there feels like a disconnect between the actor and the industry. Okay. Which, I get it. I get it. You want to be good at acting and you really want to ensure that people see that you're good at acting. There's no point in kind of being able to perform scripts truthfully, being able to do all of this if nobody from the industry really gets to see you because there's like a disconnect between they don't pick you to audition or self-tape. They don't you don't get to see them, meet them. You don't get to literally perform for people in the industry. So not only that, there's a lot missing from acting coaching. You know, mindset, marketing, branding, business, all of these things. Nobody teaches you how to raise value. That's not just trying to be the best actor. All right. Now, I came up with a couple of years ago the solution to all of this, which was Matt Zena Academy, which is where traditionally I picked the best pupils from my own organization and said, right, I'm going to put them into academy and teach them personally for 2 hours. And it's been absolutely fantastic. But what I've done is I've developed that based on what an actor wants and what an actor needs, which is to be seen. So I've developed the academy into not only for me the best version of my coaching, which is possible, which is taking amazing actors and teaching them in marketing, branding, mindset, the Trinity acting method. We're joined by actors from all over the country. We've been joined by actors all over Europe, from Holland, Portugal, Paris. We've been joined by actors from everywhere. But the beauty of it is I call it now the Get Seen Academy, because what happens is not only do you train with me at such a high level, but as well as that, once a month, an industry professional actually comes and joins not just gets interviewed like I've seen at various, kind of other times, not like a meet and greet, not a really expensive kind of actors workshop, but they actually come in and watch our students perform live. Okay, this is casting directors. We've got Hollyoaks Casting coming and join us next month. We've got Sally McCleary, we've got Andrea Clark, we've got um, Robert Stern, the Game of Thrones casting directors office coming and joining us. We have just an amazing lineup of casting directors. Now we're actually able to get these casting directors because really the standard, and it's people like that are on here, people like Mark, Philomena, Emmanuel, people like that have been in the academy that have done so well when we've been joined live that have created this buzz around the academy where casting directors, it was so easy to get these, it's so easy at the minute to get these casting directors to come and see what we're doing on a Saturday morning and actually see these actors perform. Now, obviously, there has to be a disclaimer saying usually, people don't get jobs directly from these kind of events, but people actually have, you know, people, we've had casting directors join us and they've kind of gone, right, so and so and so and so, because this is what we do. We've done some amazing things. We really, really have. And um, we've got an amazing kind of um, we've got an amazing set of students that do amazing things, and they are learning at such a high level now. As well as that, to be in a class um, of such high class individuals, all working, all doing amazing things, it really is kind of pushing everybody else on. You guys that are actually in the academy, come on and comment, all right? And give me your findings and how you're finding it and how it kind of feels to be part of the academy and what being around other people that are just like you, how that helps you. Okay. So Firkin Bay says this meeting was a very nice coincidence for me, but I have to go. Have a nice conversation. Make sure you get back on and re-watch it. Okay. Chantal, how are you? Academy member, former Academy member, absolute legend. We'd love to see you back at some point. Great to hear from you. So the Academy is the answer. It really, really is. It's the answer to actors feeling frustrated, to be not seen by the industry. Well, we make that happen. Not just that, we train you to the highest standards. Matt says the Academy is amazing. It's a bunch of very talented people who are amazing actors. And he kind of gets into a bit of marketing spiel because he's a businessman and that's what we teach him. He says, where else would you rather be? Love it, Mark. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, it is a bit of a marketing conversation. But sometimes you don't need to market something that is the answer, right? It's the answer. It's what actors want. It's what actors need. It's what actors are looking for. And that is to be trained up to a high level and then not just leave it there, but actually get seen performing live by a casting director, given feedback by a casting director, because that's the one thing that's missing. There's other organizations or other types of things where you kind of pay a subscription and you go on and you watch an interview and you might get to ask a question. No, this isn't how that works. There is a Q&A afterwards usually as well where you get to talk to the casting director, but really it's about you coming on and performing once a month, showing everything that you've learned about acting, the Trinity acting method, and performing it for a casting director or for a director, producer, somebody from the industry. And that is unheard of. And I don't mind being totally, you can imagine that you would think that this would be hundreds and hundreds of pounds based on the value. And it's not. It's under £100 per month. It's 99 quid, which is, for me, is incredibly good value. That includes, as well as that, another weekly class, an hour. So that's 3 hours of training every single week. Ridiculous. But the real point of this is that we're actually opening this up. So if you want to, wherever you are in the world, if you want to audition to be a member of my academy, my Get Seen Academy, where you get seen by casting directors once a month, as well as learn at a really high level amongst actors that are working, jobbing, and doing amazing things, then you can audition. And all that you do is send me your most recent show reel, your most recent self tape, if you've got permission, okay, permission, or a monologue, and you send it to matt@mzacting.com, or you can DM me on here if you've got any questions or anything like that. Make sure you get in touch as soon as possible. Okay, I'm only extending this for a brief period, and I'm only allowing potentially another 10 members. All right, so make sure that you get in touch as soon as possible. If you get in before the 30th of September, you can join us for the Sally McCleary workshop. So we've got Sally McCleary on the 30th of September. Next month, we've actually got Hollyoaks casting. That's Jill Charnock. I know, amazing. Then we've got Robert Stern's office, and then we have Andrea Clark. All right, so ridiculous. That's just till the end of the year. Then we go right through January to December, and we will have regular visits from industry professionals. You only have a brief period. Make sure you send me effectively your audition, your I'll go over it again, but your show reel, most up to date, your most recent self tape, you can only as long as you've got permission, and a monologue. So any one of those things, make sure you send me as soon as possible. DM me or email matt@mzacting.com. It will be great to hear from you. Let's go with a few comments. Emmanuel Alice says it feels very beneficial to be part of the academy. Thanks, mate. And you learn so much from each other. Always learning, always growing. Chantal's good. She's busy preparing for the upcoming month. Philomena says, I joined nearly 2 years ago, and what can I say? I found my tribe, and the academy has pushed me to be the best I can be. And I learn every day, not only my skills, but the business side of acting too. Wow. Love that. Mark says, totally agree, mate. Fantastic. Chantal, I've been part of it for some time and hope to rejoin when I'm available again. I learned so much and took all these things with me into the workplace, not only in the acting workplace. Love it, Chantal. Absolutely amazing. And you are doing amazing over in Holland. I'm really, really proud of you. Right, guys, that's the academy. Remember, make sure that if you want to be part of the academy, this is a very, very brief window. Make sure that you get your audition to me as soon as possible. Have yourself an amazing day.